Sawadee Kap, I'm JP Mestanza, and today is Tuesday, November 16th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphukets.com. Maya Bay, which has been closed since 2018, is set for a possible reopening on January 1st, but with some new rules to preserve the rehabilitated famous beach and bay from ecological ruin. Officials are targeting January 1st for the reopening of Maya Bay, announced by the Natural Resources and Environment Minister, who said that GoPhuget National Park is currently in the final stage of building an improved pier on the island and defining the swim zone for beachgoers. The Department of National Parks, Wildlife and Plant Conservation closed the bay on Phuket Island back in June of 2018 after it was overwhelmed by tourists, leading to the destruction of reefs and the marine ecology there. At its peak, the bay welcomed 4,000 visitors and 200 boats per day, far beyond what the area can handle, and it created massive damage to the corals in the area. Since its closing in mid-2018, park officials have rehabilitated the area, planted coral on reefs over more than 10 rai of the bay, about 4 acres. Once Maya Bay reopens, the new rules will be in effect, including limiting the opening times from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily, and each tourist would only be able to spend 1 hour swimming in a designated zone, and the boats are only allowed to anchor in another bay on the other side of the island. Ton Tamro Nawasawat, a Kasetsart University marine biologist and member of the National Parks Committee, suggested back in 2019 that daily visitors should be limited to 2,400 a day, and they'd be required to book trips in advance online. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. With the announcement that Maya Bay could reopen in the new year, officials here in Phuket have issued a new provincial order saying that domestic travelers coming to the island no longer need to register their travel details on GoPhuget.com. The order is marked to come into effect from today, November 16th, and it's meant to accelerate economic activity in the province by making it a little easier to enter the island. The first revision no longer requires any people to register their travel details on the GoPhuget.com website. The second revision no longer requires children under 12 to present evidence of testing negative for COVID-19 within 7 days of arriving. All adult domestic travelers entering Phuket must be fully vaccinated at least 14 days before arriving. Those under 18 can have received 1 dose of Pfizer. All domestic travelers to Phuket must also have tested negative for COVID-19 by RT-PCR or antigen test kit and must download and install the MoProm app upon entering Phuket, according to the announcement. Children under 6 are exempt from vaccination and the testing requirement. Kids between 6 and 12 years old must have tested for COVID-19 by RT-PCR or ATK method no more than 7 days prior. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. In Phuket, alcohol can no longer be served throughout the middle of the afternoon after officials passed a new order for restaurants and other eateries across the island. The order covers the hours that alcohol will be served in restaurants and other eateries in Phuket. Alcohol is allowed from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. only, starting today, November 16th. Alcohol cannot be served from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily under the new order, and officials have yet to explain why the new rules were brought into effect. In addition, the number of people allowed to attend a public event in Phuket is now unlimited, but the event must still comply with COVID-free setting requirements, notably ensuring 1 square meter of space per attendee. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Quality guaranteed since 2012. Call M & Painting today. November in Phuket has seen 56 daily cases on average after 841 total cases were confirmed following the announcement that 50 total infections were confirmed yesterday, including 2 tourists. 1 new COVID death was also recorded, as the death toll for November in Phuket rises to 13, compared with 44 in October and 55 in September. Since the pandemic began, Phuket has seen 16,583 cases. The vast majority, 98%, was recorded only since April of this year. While reports indicate a boom in Thailand's internet economy, expected to be worth nearly 1 trillion baht this year, the Deputy Finance Minister says that the number of poor people in Thailand will increase to 15 million next year, up from the current level of almost 14 million. The prolonged impact of the COVID outbreak in the kingdom has prompted a massive rise in the number of registrations for state welfare cards. There are currently 13.65 million state welfare card holders in Thailand, and to be eligible, they must be a Thai national above 18 with annual income of under 100,000 baht. The Deputy Finance Minister, Santi Prompat, says the ministry expected those who qualify for the cards to increase by 1 to 2 million for early next year, and the ministry is looking at adding more criteria to screen people who are eligible to get state welfare cards, to possibly add ownership of certain assets or taking into consideration the average household income of the person registering for the welfare card. At the same time, the COVID outbreak has also prompted a rise in the online economy, with the latest report commissioned by Google, Bain & Company, and Singapore's Temasek forecasting that Thailand's internet economy could be worth about $30 billion this year, a full 51% up from last year. This includes $2 billion for transport and food market, the $2.8 billion online travel market, the $4.5 billion online media market, and the massive $21 billion e-commerce market in the kingdom. To take part in the online economy, users have to have access to the internet, and Thailand has the second highest consumption penetration in Southeast Asia, with 90% of internet users consuming digital services, and 67% of these users living in non-metro areas. The study forecasts Thailand's internet economy will hit $57 billion in gross merchandise value by 2025. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Tuesday, November 16th at Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. Join us again tomorrow on Wednesday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.